Escape into Scapy. Scapy is a packet manipulation tool. Scapy has two parts, the shell and the module. Scapy shell equals a Python shell loaded with Scapy goodies. How? Import the Scapy module. Scapy built-in functions are scan and trace. Scapy presents data and lets you interpret. Here is the Okefenokee 3-step dump, also known as the TCP connect, the three-way handshake. The client tries to connect to the server by sending it packets. The first packet to arrive is called the SYN packet. Dancing, drinking, and carousing. SYN. Oops, sorry, I meant the SYN packet with a Y, which means synchronize, the synchronized packet. The dancing and drinking and carousing is great. Go for it. So the client sends a SYN packet, and the server tells you, I got it, or it got it, and sends the client a SYN acknowledgement. Client sends a SYN, server sends back a SYN acknowledgement. Then the client says thank you by sending back an acknowledgement, sending back an ACK to the server's SYN ACK. Whoa, that's confusing. So one more time. Then the client says thank you by sending back an acknowledgement to the server's SYN ACK. I send you my SYN. Server, I acknowledge your SYN. Client, I acknowledge back your SYN ACK. Let's look at that graphically. Client sends a synchronization packet to the server, who sends a synchronization acknowledgement back to the client, who sends an acknowledgement back to the server. When the client sends the synchronization packet to the server and the server sends a synchronization acknowledgement packet back to the client jumps up and down and says, yay, a connection has been established. So that's on the client side, a connection has been established, but not yet on the server side. The server also, at the same time that he sends the SYN ACK, opens up a socket in anxious anticipation of getting an acknowledgement, an ACK, back from the client. The server is waiting for the client's ACK. System resources are being tied up here. Here. In this socket. That socket is just waiting and wasting resources, doing nothing. But then finally, the ACK arrives, the acknowledgement arrives, and the connection is established on the server side. Next, we'll look at how hackers with sunglasses and tattoos take advantage of this in a SYN flood attack. We'll look at Scapy too. This is George Boole, and these are notes from this lecture. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.